Hello everyone, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. And of course adjusting headset because it's never in the right place. Yay! And let's see, the party's all slightly damaged. Durance is a bit more damaged. Because he keeps getting confused. And then we keep shooting him. Not great, not great. So, yes. I believe we need to go talk to the gods now and do stuff. We're very close to the end game, which means it's about time we go do other stuff, but yeah. Normally I've already done most of the endless paths by now. But I'm doing this different order because reasons. Also, we need to go to the place. But anyway,
What is it?
so let's go see the gods and see what they want. Maybe they'll give me side quest. Won't that be great? Maybe they'll give me walls upon walls of text. So, this is a thing that alters order, probably. The books about the gods. About the gods. About the gods. Well, yeah, about the gods. Ooh, a luminescent archer shard. Apparently I probably need that. So let's go poke this thing with this thing. And see what happens.
A brothel for the ages.
Nice, so let's see who we have. Earn divine favor in the glittering stars of the nearby constellation. You see the grim shape of a skull. Jaws are wide open. They're frozen in a silent scream. Hi, breath. Oh, fuck, the ritual words. Oh shit, I was not prepared for fucking ritual words. And by the way, shield. Safeguarding yourself for 10% of crits. Convert to hit. Exceptional. Who wants that shield? No, it's better than the larger door. The lower door has been nice, but we don't really need bash. Oh god, I have to remember ritual words. Well, we're screwed. Need a guide to tell me things. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, counter of stars. Do we have everything written down? Yeah. I've gone through to a god, I'll give you a question which you can complete in order to gain their favor. The four available gods of that. What about the other ones? There's only four here listed. What about the other ones? Oh, well, we're supposed to have a thing, but he doesn't have a thing. Okay, so it's only four gods that help us with this. Anyway, let's try this again. I breath. There is life and death and life. There was a rippling shift in the air around you, as if some unfelt wind has changed, bringing unexpected warmth. You feel the breakaway of an unseen presence and of eyes upon you. You knew and prayed to breath. Sadly, we don't get to see her in this. You know you're about her, him, it, them. Even when your eyes are closed, you see a road that seems to stretch throughout. The stars wheel overhead, and clockwork rotation of constellations sits beyond the horizon to your left, or to rise on your right. You try to make out details on either side of the road, but your eye can't seem to focus. One moment you think you see a metal blanket with mist, and now for sure cannon walls. This instant, you see waves lapping on the edge of the road, where you step into the shifting landscape. You feel certain you would end up back on the road. You know there's a vision, but the fat dirt feels firm beneath your feet, and the night air cool in your face. You're walking, your feet seem to carry you forward. Their own accord, something looms ahead of you, and you get closer. You see two stone figures that look strangely familiar. Two of those representations of Earth. You're on the door to his face, and the two figures go to the mountains next to it. One that's vaguely male, and the other vaguely female. And thin layer of flesh covers those skeletal bars, which twist to face the doorway between them. The doorway, however, is not what you saw in the ruins. It's a skull, gaping and jawless, and you look on, its mouth seems to grow. One of the two stone sculptures starts to sweep toward the mouth, and find you into the skull's mouth. Oh god. The road continues through the mall to another shifting landscape surrounded by stars. As you pass through, you see an identical doorway in the distance. The door man stares near it, unmoving. Turn up behind you, and only the skull gate you just passed, and everyone waits in the road. As you approach the door, man, near that road towards him, he looks up as you approach, but you can't tell if he's looking at you or through you. The face is smooth or flat, if the flesh is detached from the muscles underneath. You look on, his face begins to change. Wrinkles crack at the corners of his eyes. Mouth stings curve in deep lines into his nose, and the corners of his lips. His jaws sag. Now loose flesh hangs like dough. Faces cups hand, though covered in blood, he lifts into his face and smears himself, newly creased forehead to the ladders of his neck. As he massages the dark sticky fluid to skin, the fresh fingers disappear with the hanging fold his heat, and his flesh tightens up here into his skull. This is him this time. You know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask, artificially smooth and still. Behind it, his black eyes are two ugly pits yawning, like the empty mouths of skulls. Don't make your sacrifice to the ethic, no. By blast pap, his since white hat touch you. Sure, take his hand. Grab his hand by his skin gets too easily under your grip as you try to pull away. You hear a noise like dry canvas tearing. His skin splits, following a long seam that begins at his arm and stretches the length of his body. Blood gushes forth from such grinds you can't imagine there was ever anything else in him. Sure enough, as the dwarf empties of blood, he collapses like a desiccated husk. The blood in the path gleams with 1,000 souls worthy of essence. The essence evaporates, turning shiny filaments into the night sky. Oh no, that he's dead. Can you continue onward? The blood pours on your feet, and you look up to see that one woman waiting for her long down the road. You start towards her, there's something unnatural the way she stands. She stood still. Bring it closer, you see that her legs tap into a slender trunk, and in place of her feet are gnarled, twisting roots. You lift her face to an invisible sun. Her long golden hair is the color of autumn leaves. If you look more closely, you realize that her head is actually covered with tendrils and vines growing burnt yellow leaves. Each glimmers with the essence of an entire soul. That doesn't seem like breath. Breath's supposed to be the powered knight. It's not powered knight. Gives you a beatific smile, and you look on. The leaves slowly fall from her head and set her at her roots. They melt into the path beneath her. There's immediately new leaves sprout in place of those. She wishes towards you. Just around his roots spring from her fingertips. Her outstretched arms fell the path. Come, graft your soul to the golden grove. Take her hand. Roots trying to orange ferns as they do. They grow rich and cold. Her outstretched arm petrifies and is a rough stone. Parko takes the flesh. You can only look on in horror. You break away from them with a brutal grasp. Her feet are rooted in place, but she twists and arrives as if trying to free her own dying limb. The petrification reaches her shoulder and spreads down her body, freezing in a painful organ creeps up her neck, and she lowers her face skyward like a drowning swimmer. The greenness covers her face, freezing her gasp and stone. Now she is still and lifeless, you can continue past her. Ongoing leaves on her head remain untouched as you watch them fall one by one to the path. They shiver as the shimmering essence fades from them. Voice echoes along with barely more than a whisper in the breeze. You turn them to the wheel. You forget to see the skull get ahead of you in the path. The candles are and the wink through the open mouth. So, Tires and mortars vary in the natural cycle of death and birth. Each having two individuals in particular, dwarf, a man and elven woman who have extended their lives for centuries. Shit, I think I know who that is. Maybe. And, oof. That's a high druid. Severa wants me to go murder both of them. To earn divine favor. So over here we have Helia. Right, Helia. Right. Livery note of love song. Words seem to ring in the air, your voice rendered melodic and lifted by some unseen art. Oh god, this reading is gonna kill me. Oh, I feel my throat saying fuck. Shut your eyes and pray as you wait in the darkness. The world around you changes as you feel sunlight bright and warm on your face. A light breeze carries mirrors into your ears. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they're not real. You look around and find yourself standing in an open-air temple built on a mountain summit. Sort of elves, islands, and a sword over cliff, running the entire scheme. Seeing yourself fringed trees that burnt branches filled with birds of all colors, shapes, and sizes. Paradise for those who would waste their lives exploring the meaningless while corrupting the meaning of the real world. Oh, to set these trees ablaze, Watcher. Everyone singing is over in the particular pursuit. Alan sits with a canvas, a paintbrush in his hand, and jars of green, blue, and yellow pigments at his feet. Elf and Elmer are standing inside their locked in conversation, their expressions dancing with delight. So our script or stanzas of poetry and crude sketches on sheets of paper, losing themselves in a delicate minaret of lines itself, where she feels the breeze again, 2 elves basking in the sunlight shiver. The largest group gathers in the middle of the temple. They sing a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Our shift towards the singer's own ones and twos that buffeted by a guess or win or a phrase of song. Whoever passes through the trees you think is the wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds take the skies all here in one direction away. The devotees at the glance at the trees, just barely distracted from the activities, but the wind picks up, scattering the pages of poetry. And often ripping the song from the lips, they look skyward and you follow the gaze. A dark straight blot of the sun. Can't tell what it is, but as it unfolds and expands, it seems to fill the sky. The wind roars over the summit. Well, that explains the birds. Before you can flee, this shadow falls over the temple. It begins as a stain in the corner and spreads, blotting out the flagstones to the nearest cliff of Blackford Island. Their darkness walls are leaving on a puff of smoke in our place. The 2 elves who saw a man won't flee. You see a brief image of them huddled in the shadow of a mountain. They see you too, and they reach out, calling silently after you. The others, however, seem frozen as the shadow advances. They likewise vanish one by one. The driving gale scatters their ashes, and the charred remains of their creations. Fuck. And I already need more stuff to quench my throat. Because, you know, we couldn't have just voiced this thing. We had to add all this excess detail to reading. I hate reading. Look up again at the source of shadow. The cliff sun forms a blinding corona around the thing. You can't make out any details. You can, however, feel heat. Restore my tempo. Don't find yourself standing outside shining in that. Your choice is so yeah, go deal with that dragon. Beam out the nest above the clouds. Yeah. We already technically started that. But does that mean Galwin's is already done? I wonder. Can I pray to Gowan? Yeah, can I pray to Gowan? There's Margaret and Abaddon, and they don't give a shit, apparently. I believe that right there would be Wodika. Let's see. Gowan would be survived against with strength from within. The around you stirs, it gets warm and wind blows. As you do in front of the shrine, you feel yourself push forward. You catch yourself on your hands and knees, feeling warm, damp ground beneath them. Looking around, you find yourself crouching and clothing in the middle of the woods. The smell of dirt hangs heavy in the air. You first turn this vision of the house or a nape of your neck still rise. Something leaps from the bushes. You find yourself pinned on your back, staring into the amber eyes of a massive hound. The beast looks at you, gleaming fangs protrude from the sides of the mouth. Its nose stretches in interest, staring at your shoulder. And proceeding down the length of your arm, you follow its nose to your hand, which is covered in blood. A tongue as red and meat as steak loyals out its mouth and wipes your bloody hand. Its lips curl to what looks like a smile. The beast looks back at you as it faces you with glowing eyes. Its muzzle retreats into a long, bearded face, and its pointed ears lengthen, dropping into the sides of its head. What was once a massive hound becomes a giant of a man, his broad, muscled shoulders draped with furs. Holds a flint knife to your neck and grins, revealing a row of long pointed teeth.
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down?
Yeah, that's pretty much why I did that. To discover admire still one day. Not like it must be rejected, even from a warrior contender.
Strength begets strength. The mighty seize an advantage in their jaws and do not let go. They shake and wring it, puncture its arteries with sharpened fangs. Blood whets their appetite.
And that's how low howl a power rings through the air. He lowers his head, puffs of steam rises from his panty mouth. Twigs crunch of branches snap. The ground shivers under the way of pacing, prowling footsteps. The desert beasts, bears, wolves, and lawn-praying cats. Struck on the undergrowth, and matching amber eyes fast on you. Have them look real soft. I bet I could tame one or two. Edward, you're not a ranger. I don't know why you're not a ranger, but yeah. The beast encircles you, though masterizes his feet, even the longer to the largest the bear can only reach his round and muscle knotted shoulders. We stand mindful of the ring of prey that surrounds you.
You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
I hunt Thanos.
To track a quarry, you must understand its movements. And Theos follows the path of a more powerful master.
You mean Wodika? Warm breeze carries the smell of smoke and gunpowder. Sparks and iron flow in the draft, catching in the leaves over Gowan's head. Some blasted heat scalds your face, and even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman full plate standing next to Gowan. Her mirror polished armor flickers with images of reflected flames. You can't see her face, but her voice is strong and clear, like the ring is still.
Let him know his foe.
Oh, hi, Margaret. What you doing, Hal? The whore breaks her silence at last. Have you missed me, Margaret? You may have found overlords, but surely none that was my equal. Margaret says nothing in response. Indeed, she never even glances at Durant's direction. Following tick casts the baggy skin beneath Durant's eyes to quiver. Says no more. His very skin blanched white. Now, Durant.
Theos has trapped thousands of souls in sun and shadow like rabbits in a snare. Now, he goes there to retrieve the kill for his master Wodika.
One of the barrel parts the gun in irritation, attackers rising.
She will feast on them, suck their marrow, grow strong on their essence.
Sturger watches your lips and slips his tongue, scraping long fangs. So basically, this whole thing is, yeah, it's that simple. Yeah, you'd think there'd be some interesting plot at the end, but no, it's that simple. the plot just comes to that simple of a thing. Like, you know, okay, so there's this thing that basically stopped this, so all these souls just stay here and they become zombies, right? Because all the people are dead, but their souls are just stuck there, so they become zombies. Because, you know, that one does that. The rest of them just move souls all over here. Because basically, people die, their souls are supposed to go back to the natural cycle. But no, we're just using these machines to send all these souls over to here, so Wodaka can just, you know, become stronger. Okay. Why? Oh, I'm sure they'll explain that later on. But still. Yeah, it's that simple. Just, no, she's just, it's all about just getting souls to make his god more powerful. That's seriously the plot? Apparently so. So the Hollow Born and all that, just because of that. But why would he help Wodaka?
Because he is her hound. He has always done her bidding.
I see.
Wodaka stands for an old order. So does Theos.
And then Abaddon shows up. A girl made of blackened, pitted iron steps out marked in shadow. Its movements are slow yet precise, each footfall accompanied by the groaning and grinding metal. Steady and glow of furnace cores emanates from its eye sockets.
They both fear change, and the Deerwood has changed much recently. People find answers not in the gods, but in animancy, the product of their own labors.
Oh no, people aren't seeking them for help. Well, you know what we gotta do? Blame Animancy, make the world become more... Yeah, in fact, this whole time in our past things, he's just been like, oh yeah, we do this all with the gods. You know, the gods. Not just Wodaka, all the gods, right?
And why not? When they have learned that even a god can be killed.
Turns the wise spirits my sweat. What's that nice you command, my lady? We shall only just stroke your pride by bringing you a vision to reality. Stands there unwavering as though she had not heard him at all. Well, Animancy doesn't seem to trouble you. The gods seem to look at one another when one of the wolves sits and scratches his neck with quick strokes of its hind leg.
The clash of ideas, the search for answers and meaning. These are other hunts.
So go on, it's fine with it because, you know, it's technically a type of hunt. It would supplement you. How can you ease yourself this so easily?
This is the destiny of Kith, to struggle and transform, even through animancy.
You know, Morgan actually sounds pretty nice, despite being, you know, the goddess of fire and all that.
And to improve. Steady labor and earnest industry elevate Kith above Wilder and Beast. It is also useful that they should learn to improve their souls, whether through struggle, transformation, or labor. On this, at least, we have no disagreement.
Okay, well, what should I do?
Track Theos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
Okay.
You have hired out your strength in the service of others, Watcher. Now we ask that you employ your talents for the benefit of all of the Deerwood. You must stop Theos before he empowers Wodaka.
Okay.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make.
Okay. I can't believe you're free to make that decision how you wish it. You have not been listening to our conversation along the road.
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
So, why would I feed the lost soul essence to the rest of Deerwood?
To breed strength. Power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
So basically, we could give the soul. We could take the souls and empower the current souls with more souls. So, like, say, people have one soul, we can shove soul juice on them and make them like 2 souls instead of 1 for every person remaining, you know.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
That's it.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
Now I gotta go find the letters.
And when you descend the pit to Sun in Shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. As I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the Burial Isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Beware the promises of God Watcher. They are binding, bony and one direction. The beast grew restless, pawing the ground and eyeing you with renewed interest. The bear sniffs the ground next to your leg. Once there scouts into the circle. God's amber eyes glowing. Gillen hurls his knife between your feet, sinking it to its hand, or he raises his empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the Deerwood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Oh, Blard. Decisions, everyone. Decisions. Oh, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I think Barrows is actually probably the most what I would do, to be honest. Because Barrows just wants me to send the souls back into the reincarnation cycle, which is how it should be. Galloway wants me to distribute the essence to the assisting souls to strengthen them. Well, let's look at what we get from buffs. That was always a good thing. I have not enough leads for this. That would be resolved defense against paralyzed, petrified, ugh. Helen wants me to return the souls to the bodies they were intended for. Sounds nice and all that. Perception, lore, blah. Ramgard wants me to disintegrate the souls, ending their resistance. Okay, Ramgard. That's a bit much. But I gain constitution survival. And my athletics is fine.
Betray us, and my beasts shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
And you're fine. I pledge that they shall convert the captured souls into essence to strengthen the Deerwood.
The bargain is struck, Watcher. Keep your part.
Your lurches for your instincts to hatch into your chest. You cry out, but the pain passes quickly. Energy power seeps into you through the wound, and one withdraws the flesh, and it's again to contain something warm and potent of power. Again, Gawain's boon. The vision passes to return you back to Val. So now we can go Val, but we can also go talk to more people. Like, nothing else when we approach Wodager's Shrine. Like, hi, let's go talk to Ramgrand. Shit, Ramgrand, what's your thing? All life ends in stillness. You've ever seen goes to code out stuff. You know, close your eyes, your place. Especially of those. You have a new for us in the processing bridge too. Elves. Hey, you might want to hold off on that. Elves. Attack the elves. And you coming to jump out snow? Elves.
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach, and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Remergond.
Like all ran for snow. Cover snow and show me to the crack of hardens and sand. Hoary rhyme grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing with the rest of the wall. A perfect crystal of ice remains your palm. That should sound the crystal vision around your face. So here we got a crystal. Well, you know what we have to do. So technically we have the favor of the gods. But we should probably go do what everyone else wants me to do too. I mean, it makes sense though if you think about it. Just so yeah, we'll make Dearwood super. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Stop right there!
Hi. Are you gonna be irritating in my way?
You're in the wrong city, Inquisitor.
Why are you bothering me, ghost things?
Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
I've seen you like parents of good people tied to them. People I've known many a year. Seized you by the throat and your airways tied to whoever real imagine you cannot tell. They deserve your confession. You raised the farmer's sword holding a hair strap from your eye.
Suros, what are you doing?
Apparently you have a portrait, so you're slightly important. Star of the soldier releases you me and turns to face to speak. A woman in a plain war tonic, fully a head shorter than he, but somehow seeming to tower over him. She sends this woman's face forward from afar, bloody and burned as she lay stretched across an iron wheel. At that moment, so he is marked only with concern.
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady, daring to approach our camp.
If you're so poor an assassin has to approach an armed guard daylight, should nothing fail, I would hear what this man has to say. She stares her down until he can no longer face her. Turns away, sour face, watching you with sidelong glances. His knuckles white around the palm over his sword.
Surely this is some trick of my mind. I did not expect to see you again.
No, you know, this whole essence and souls and awakening bullshit. So we could lie, we could lie, we could lie, we could lie, we could lie. Or we could tell the truth. Yeah, he just dispatched me here to spy on you. I think as desperate as that over there, I never have known. I hope you're unnecessary more similar, unless my lectures is dull work for a spy. And the world surprised it's been long since I've seen any of my old friends, and you, of all of them, I never respected. Say, yeah, we chose that whole friend thing, because we could have chose other things. The sister, the lover, the mentor. And in the long run, does it really fucking matter? No, it doesn't. This is just backstory we tossed onto our other backstory. Because, yeah, it's one of those things where basically, hey, you have your character, but... yeah... you have your character, but guess what? You're technically a MacGuffin. No. Can't be tired being a MacGuffin. Especially when basically, hey, here's your plot. Here's your story. Despite the fact you chose all this other stuff, doesn't really matter. This is your story now. Because, you know, we're gonna toss it on top of your character's already existing story. One of the reasons I miss you over all these years, having you here now is a town was surrounded by strangers is a wonderful gift. I'd like for you to stay.
I would like for you to stay here, in our camp, as my guest.
Yeah, just admit I was a spy, you know.
My Lady Ivara, I beg of you. This is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
This is a missionary, same as I was, taught the wrong things as I was. If I can't have faith in one man's ability to reason once he knows the truth, what hope do we have?
So basically if we get the plot point here is that, hey, we probably sided with her, and that's why Thousands is a bit upset with me, but it doesn't explain why I have this soul awakening inside of me. It doesn't explain that.
My lady, he admits being a spy.
That should make him less of a threat, wouldn't you agree? I have nothing to hide. All I see here is an opportunity to persuade someone who could help us. We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do that my cause will not die with me. Come. We have much to talk about.
Okay. Oh, so we need to talk with Durance about stuff. I don't.
What is it, Watcher?
Just what we learned about water control for you.
It stinks of her. It is justice, but if her greater purpose was to think Margaret would fall prey to such deceit. And Aethys. Widewind had always claimed to be invading Deerwood to free it. What if it were true? What if he had come to stop Woodica's plot before it began?
Yeah, what if he came out to murder everyone so before their souls got, taken away? That seems like a stupid reason, though.
Surely Aethys earned his death at Godhammer Citadel, but not for those reasons. Not to keep him silent. If such a thing has brought about this chaos, must we always be tools of gods? If Woodica and Margrin, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in.
No, it is not. I am glad to have walked this far with you, seen this truth. Perhaps it was what I was meant to see, with a Watcher's eyes. All these dances of words and intrigues, machines of men, twisted, ripping the souls of children, and by the gods, the goddess of justice. If I could end her like Aethys, Margrin burned her once. One can do so again.
Jones needs to make more bombs.
Woodica, she must answer to her own justice.
Justice or revenge?
Anyone with a shred of spirit seeks both justice and punishment. It burns in the heart of anyone who lives. All seek it. If the world does not balance, we all drown in the oceans. And the gods would not care. Margrin, she must be redeemed. And punishing Woodica, that will serve.
Margaret's our reporter because she tried to kill all makers of the Godhammer.
Is this some final joke at my expense? To test my faith further? And why would you think that, Watcher?
All the gods wore a cloak or sword where they leave her seat at Ashfall.
If all you have are questions, then I have enough of those. She is a bitch of a goddess, to be sure. But even a whore only goes so far in crossing those she serves.
Oh, she made the Godhammer. They all died. That's why I saw those. That's why I saw those symbols faded from her staff.
You answer a question with a question. Then why did I feel her disappointment at Halgot? Why were we shamed?
Because I think she tried to kill you, though.
Kill me? She is a goddess. I still drink from her burning breasts, Watcher. If she wished me dead, she could trace me to my source and kill me.
Well, you spilled the blood indistinct and light as if they had been shielded from you. You have been damaged as I am the god fish, and that she may be unable to see you as you once were. She turns from him a moment, his face dressed in thought, conflicting emotions running across the features. Finally turns to his face steady.
There's no proof, Watcher. I was a fool to think you could help me see any farther than I could.
Well, if you don't trust me, then trust your staff. I meant that our godhammer bearers are dead. Turns to the staff for a moment. You can see his eyes burning, taking the edge of the wood. 0 and later, the 11 faded circles.
They died in the blast, yes. The other 11. I was the only one to walk away. I thought we had wronged our goddess. That this was my trial, and if I could prove myself worthy of her! I should have known better. There is only one god of redemption, and I saw him ended.
As he studies the fact you roll away, but he would teleport energy right far from it. From an inner wave, so much fierce as the godstone itself was alive and sounds, and past it you hear a cry like a child being born, and your eyes feel the flesh white than 100 of magic shades of purple and white, streaming in circles to the howling of a storm, and beneath it the grinding of an ancient machines of stone, rock, and metal, grinding and turning until all you feel around you feels as if it was burning, sinking into the shadows of the earth beneath the ground, the only place where a spirit might find refuge. Your vision clears, you see Durham's hand clutches up, and his eyes are bright, burning red atop the south of flame. Burns gleaming brightly as his gaze burns, he rifts his gaze away and howls, a bellowing horrid howl like a wounded animal, and sweat pours down from his brows. We see the justice searcher here in Water above.
To think I served her, I followed her. Now I shall serve no one. Woodica's lies must be answered. And now it seems I must take fire and war from a goddess's false claim as well. I still take from her strength as I did, for as long as it lasts. For I shall not cast her aside yet, until I have drained her dry and had my fill, just as she intended for me.
So basically, Morgan actually sided with Woodica in that whole matter. You know, we'll blow up Aethos, because Aethos was like, yo, Woodica, stop this shit. No, you don't need those souls. That's bad. She's like, yes, I need those souls. So he's like, yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna come out there in person, and I'm gonna set this right. And she's like, well, I have a plan. Morgan, go build a bomb. It'll be great. And so they built a bomb. They blew up Aethys. And Aethys didn't return. Because all those souls, well, basically all those souls couldn't go back to anything, right? How is the god going to be reborn if all those souls can't go back to it? So all those god souls are just somewhere. But yeah, then it's like, oh. And then it's like, oh, well, all these people who were witness to this, well, we need them gone too. And so all of them are gone. Except for Durantil, who somehow exists, yet doesn't exist. Because half of his soul is just somewhere gone.
For I have learned one of the lessons of the faithful. The faithful may wound a goddess greater than any enemy. A purification is coming, and this fire shall consume them both.
Look at Twitch. But yeah. So now Jones is basically, I'd say he's basically, an outcast of the priesthood of Morgan now. Basically, he's his own man, using Morgan basically for as much as he can still. But yeah, he's learned that basically, hey, his faith, you're not well placed.
If doubts and curiosity plague you,
And we leveled up because of that. And we completed the Trials of Durance. Yeah, I was able to get Durance. To see that Morgan had conspired with Voldemort in creating the God Hammer, but and that her refusal to speak with him wasn't because he had wronged to her, but rather was because she had intended him to die with the other God Hammer engineers in order to keep secret her direct involvement in Fairy's destruction. There appears the alliance between the goddesses were short-lived. The shreds now lie in the Saints' War, and the epidemic of the Hellborn infants that followed. Done as far as renounce his goddesses for revenge. The man who's killed one god already, saying they might be one of the only people alive who could make good on such a threat. Well, there you go. Oh, so levels. We should be level 12 now, which means we can make superior upgrades. What do I want? More survival? Sure, why not? Accurate Carnage, it's tempting, but I want something else, but I don't know what I want. That's the problem. You know, at this point, screw it. I'm just gonna get Mental Fortress because, yeah, that keeps annoying me, so I'll have more defense against it. I mean, what else am I gonna put points into? Problem though is Eder already has stuff, so yeah. Eder is already immune to that because of his hat. Because it's a really great hat. Hell, I don't even know what to give you points into. Bonus knockdown. Defense, I could give him body control. Or more deflection. Deflect those. I think, yeah, sure, I'll just give him more deflection. Why not? What else am I gonna give him? A bonus knockdown? Psh, whatever. Yeah, we're at that point now where we have enough talents that they can just start falling off into upper categories. Survival, lore, probably lore. Yours, introduction giving accuracy isn't the worst idea. However, I want to give you Mind Fortress because you keep getting confused. And I can't be having that.
Yes?
Not this late in the game. Okay, so we could go to the end, now that we has that, but no. No. We have other stuff to do. We're gonna go to New Frost, we need to find them, which is... I think I know where that could be. And then go to Grove. Well, we know that she should be in Elmswood. Yeah, offers ventures to Elmshore. The dwarf, someplace over here, probably. We've heard about them over here. So let's go question about them. And then we have that and those. Yeah, Barrett has probably the best plan for all of this. Because, you know, it's basically that whole death thing. There's a whole cycle of, you know, people live, people die, more people live, people die, people live, people die. Cycle. So we're gonna make the people better. So in this area, so all their souls get put back into the current living people, not return to the cycle. Which basically it means, I'm not sure exactly if that means that they're going to eventually be able to go back to the cycle, or if they're just going to be constantly, these people live for X amount of time more and can't just reproduce because still the Holoborn thing exists or not. They didn't explain that. But anyway, I needed to talk to you. Sorry about this. Okay, so the question though is, who am I after? That's only what they have to know. But is it him? Or someone else Hill? That's the question of the day. Is it him or someone else Hill? Oh, let's go explore, shall we? There's a bunch of keepers Hill though. Hi, you. Person A. I'm not committed, wife and lore keeper. Are you feeling well? Following the powers, I should be listening to my meditation and right strength. And very almost a woman. Down courage to bury in her hands, which turns away. Uh-huh. Hi, fire. This is within to nurture stuff. I should follow the blood. Also, high wall.
A sound.
Like, yeah, you think I don't see that wall.
Look there!
Oh, it's a nice traps you got, though. Well, we got blood testament. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Thanks. Okay, don't mind me. I'm
Well?
just gonna blow myself up. It's gonna be great. Poke. Okay, was that it? It missed me. Okay. Sure. Glamphor found in order as one as well. Lore perception resolved dexterity. That's a pretty impressive amulet, not gonna lie. Question is, who would get that? You as that. You as that. You as that. You as that. You... Yeah, okay. You get that. Oh no, that's giving you intelligence, isn't it? That's about all it's really giving you. This isn't even giving you intelligence, is it? Lore. Ugh. Nah, you has that going for you. Yeah, I don't know who to give that to. It sounds nice, it's just... I don't really know if anyone really needs those stats right now. Because we have enough stuff
What
that
is
already
it?
buff stats, so it's like... Why would I need that? Ah, maybe it's the Archdruid that I need to deal with. Hi, Archdruid.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Yes, their force is high by even. The orc grips a hatchet with both hands and raises over his head. He throws his sword forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a thumb. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. This is why I prefer the wand to the blade. Spiders are agreement the elves righteous atop the stone table. His torso Arching, what was it? Arms and legs remain tight in place. Meanwhile, the door spreads it's wide and allows blood to splatter his robes. While they'll find silent, still the door pulls a satchel from the body and wipes it on his helm. Hi. We need to have a talk. Hell, Estimore.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Sarah believes it's time he paid your dues. Taking descent from his mighty path and tell me himself. Actually, that's why I'm here.
Since when do the gods send mortals to collect? You're much too talkative to be the usher. This is the trouble with deities. They meddle in a world that they don't even inhabit. I hope they've promised you something better for your next life.
So the problem though is now we have to fight all these fucks. Oh, that was Edgar or something. I meant to send myself up though, actually, but sure.
What?
Why not? He's a druid though. Yeah, druids. Blessing. At least they're just regular, not greater ones, but still. Oh, what do I want to do? Zap? Zap. Sure, why not? And you... whatever. Puppet Master. Yeah, Puppet Master on the fire thing. Why not?
Lava will be on it! That's it!
Andrew, why aren't you murdering?
Love beyond seeking.
Leave it to me!
Love
Andrew, why aren't you murdering?
Parathis!
often.
There.
That's it!
Love.
I mean, I was having a fun time up though. It's actually going sort of in his favor.
That's
So I had
it!
to murder the druid. Nice. Wasn't sure it was gonna go that well. So he had purgatory. So yeah, he used the hatchet, right? There's this hatchet. But I had this saber, which is damage restores endurance. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad saber. That's really not a bad saber, honestly, all things considered. Since I gave you what? This? Yeah, because it's superb. Because superb weapons. They
Well?
are, yeah, not something we can really just has. Well, not something we can really just make in abundance. So everyone's gonna be pissed at me now, right? Which is unfortunate. Oh well. Okay. Well, apparently they're made out of, yeah, nothing. Well, you just hit one and everyone melted. Oh no, it's an earth light. Whatever shall we do? Hi,
Moeth,
I'm
Ixi,
sure
Anna.
you're doing great for my rest. Overwhelmingly bad. Yeah, okay.
Lover beyond sea. Lover. Author, further. Bring them down.
That's it!
Yeah, that's a problem though. Sheriff wants me, despite having the natural order model,
Well?
Sheriff wants me to basically go piss off two potential factions. Just so you know. We turn things to the natural order. Anyway, let's try to get Alpha, which means more fighting, right? Probably, more fighting. Because, you know, we pissed off everyone, right? Hi, guys. Hope none of you had crashed.
Love.
Cause it's time for murder.
What? Lover beyond sea.
Yeah, I like his amulet. +9 well. That's not bad amulet.
Of course. Kill them all!
He's just like, oh shit, I'm going to
Kill them all!
a nice parallel. Ain't we supposed to also have petrified?
Yes?
Which one was it? But did I not decide to go with petrify? I don't. No, petrify is your thing, isn't it?
I'm here.
Wait, who got petrify?
Yes.
Question mark. Maybe I didn't get petrify. Yet, anyway. Anyway, now that we pissed them off, let's go piss off the druids. Oh no, we know that she's not here. So, maybe we can only murder her in Elmshore and not piss off everyone? Yeah, anyway. Of course, we go outside and everything's just fine. Okay. We're gonna go back to Noonfrost. We're gonna go to Hyla's Temple. Which means we need to do over 1, 2, 3, 4 things in that hour, too. This video may be a bit long. Basically, this here's the finishing up side quest video. Mostly. Alright, I should be using fast mode. To go faster, you must gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Alright, back to Old Song, because Noonfrost. But hey, this should be easy because I already murdered everyone, and now I just need to go back to the wall. Because basically the Pale Elves were trying to go into like hit Rimgrad's realm. And he was like, no, you don't go in there. Also, for some reason, Aelok wants to talk to me.
If those Delamgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
At least one of you got some good news, right, Ismail?
Surely, you binter! Means I'm crimmed in this one's skull until he manages to get himself quelled.
Okay.
Please don't do that. It's bad enough knowing that I truly am stuck with her now.
Yeah, I mean that she's stuck with you.
You two deserve each other.
And on the bright side, I got players trying to figure out how to deal with her. Unlike her, not as powerful, and she can restore the strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
Something shows of him in the mushroom's face twitching and his skin quivers. His eyes roll back, his skull is floating silver white, sweat beads and glistens on his forehead. Suddenly, he starts back at you. That wasn't as difficult as I expected. So you just basically accepted that just in once. So all was left is fighting her. And then I just tell him, hey, you should just accept her and work with her. And he just does that and just like that. Seriously? That's your resolution? Just like that? And what happened to my voice actor? I think deep down I've always hoped to find a solution as well. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home with a mysterious girl that my father would find out could somehow send her away just so he called her forth. Ever since I just spent years working training hope that one of my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. During the link here, I hoped I believed that with enough loyal service I gained the air someone in the organization could help me. When I met you, I realized your unique talents. I hope you might be able to reach it my soul the way I've seen you do with so many others. Looking for someone else to solve my problem, now I realize I've got to face on my own. Really? Seriously, that's his resolution? I gotta face my problems on my own. I need a drink. Okay. I'm sure I don't need... You know, I've been with you the whole way, I still am.
That means a great deal to me. Truly. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
Well, we talked with the gods. We literally talked with the gods. You know, they did tell us to pray to the gods, so that can't be entirely true.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
Well, just have it, and you have no one to blame for her.
Yes, that would take the fun out of it.
And what's up? Well, what is? Did my peace adventure? What's that like? Well, that's even more so than I expected. As contentious as she is, I imagine that letting her in would merely unleash the torrent, but now I'm not fighting her. It seems she doesn't fight me. You're right, I found so much to learn from her. Seriously? Seriously. It's just... Why did you do this already? You've been around for how many years? How long has this been going on? And yet you didn't think about doing this. That's some crowded writing right there. Oh yeah, well you just totally didn't think about doing this entire time. It's like Edgar with the whole, I didn't really think about doing that, you know, looking up this thing, leaving this area and going to do that. Pants on head. Anyway, everyone, why aren't you over here? Anyway, let's go back to Noonfrost and poke the gate close. Because we got this crystal. We should totally go shove it in now. At least everyone's dead, so should be easy. Oh, you can kill a string of actions by holding down the shift key. You know, I thought about doing that, but with most of these actions being progressed and everything, and we don't have, you know, our stack of just magic spells that we could just cast constantly, it didn't seem right to use the shift key in this one, like Tyranny. Tyranny, you know, we had all those spells that we could just basically kill up, you know, meteors, thunder, icy hot, hot icy, all that stuff. This, don't really, like, hell, we, for the most part, for the most of the game, we only had, like, Second Wind, Frenzy, and Savage Defiance. Like, what the fuck was I supposed to queue up with Shift? Eventually we got Barbaric Blow, which is only one per encounter. Okay, so I'm supposed to shift kill that for what? Just one target? And then what? There's nothing else for me to kill. That's the problem though, it's like, Tyranny, you had the cooldown system. The cooldown system basically, well, your spells recharge. You can cast it again. This, you have per encounter and per rest, which basically means it's not really, doesn't really work that well.
How may I help?
Like for a
I'm here.
cipher? The problem though is you'd have to literally turn off the AI for a cipher because, yeah, sure you could queue up things, but you would still have to rebuild your focus and all that. It's not that great either. Only one it really works for is the mage. The mage can shift spells. Problem though is, once you're out of those spells, you're out of those spells.
What?
Same with the priest.
Well,
Paladin.
I'm here.
Paladin really doesn't get that many powers either. It's not like, you know, D&D's Paladin will. Basically, the Paladin for like half their levels is just basically a glorified fighter. But then eventually, towards their later levels, then they start getting low-level priest stuff.
yes.
That's pretty much how a Paladin really works in D&D. It's basically just a glorified fighter. That's also bound to do good. Always. Constantly. You're bound to good. Usually lawful good. But yeah. Unless you go Blackguard. In which case then you could be evil. Evil paladins. Also level. For Alof. Anyway. Plug the hole with Rimgrid Shard. Strive rests perfectly as it serves to place the code around the altar dissipates, stimulate the portal before you seem to thicken, and the mysterious seepage tapers off. Huzzah! And we close the thing. Now we can just return though. You've gained rep with the fangs, extraordinary. Oh yeah, the fangs love me. Woo. Twin Elves loves me. Those tail elves? I don't think they're alive should love me. Oh, that takes care of that problem. And luckily we did that all in advance. Yeah, I remember when we first stumbled in there, I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go exploring, because it's just gonna piss them off. Then you pick up the quest, it's like, yeah, maybe I should go exploring. Maybe I could do this without pissing them off. Congratulations, you pissed them off. Oh well. To the North World. Don't you want to bet something's gonna pop up with a stronghold and be like, hey, we need you to come back. We're under attack by bandits again. Cause you know, bandits. It's like, okay, fine. How about we auto-resolve? All your walls are broken. Ugh. Oh god, what do you want me to do this time? Oh, just tats is okay. Tats are fine. So we have everything here that says...
Yes.
Go explore this area. Save. Hey look, what do I want to do with you? More lore? 10 lore is fine though. To be honest, 10 lore is fine. You want more survival? Why not? So level 6 spells. Oh, we could get, yes, Death Ring. Death Ring or Gates of Endurn. The problem about Death Ring is that, yeah, I don't really like that because it could potentially murder all of our people. Says to enemies it touches, potentially destroying those with low endurance. Petrify doesn't last nearly long, but sure, we'll try Death Ring. Seems like a bad idea. So he could get Arcane Veil, which is, you know, whatever. Not going to use that. So I think we'll go here to defensive, and we will get Mental Fortress. Cause more protection against that stupid charm stuff. I mean, sure, it's only 10%.
What is it?
Still, it helps a bit.
Aye?
Now, I wonder if we'll actually get up to, you know, where was it? Up to level 7 and 8 spells, because it doesn't go up to 9, but it does go up to 8. Although even level 8 spells, how would you get up to level 8 spells? Huh. Anyway, I want to remove that. That definitely. So, I know we haven't even touched this in a while, have I? Okay, so water spout recharge.
Well?
I'm the form of health this beast is pretty overpowered. Because you could just basically say, like, if it's one of those strong human boss-like things that we're supposed to be playing, just have your piggy. And then they die because they're piggy. It doesn't matter if they have, you know, exceptional plate armor. Just your piggy. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, actually. Anyway, what you got for me? So, hey, it doesn't affect party members. Oh, that's pretty great.
Well?
I'm gonna have to use that on the group that we're gonna fight. Didn't really, I thought it would affect party members. So find the Druid expedition. Oh yeah. Arrows crude and fled from the bright flowers protrude from the corpse. I was like, can I loot the corpse? I can't loot the corpse.
As you wish.
There's an altar almost unreadable. Oh, they must pay homage to Heli.
And what does the flame reveal?
There's a scroll of wall of fire. I just tossed that one to them. Like, honestly, those scrolls, I'm never gonna use those scrolls. To be honest. The trace of bloodstain is contained for a priest. Boars, are you going to turn hostile because I invaded your personal space? You remember that in Baldur's Gate that there was usually like, here's a bear, it's not hostile. But if you get too close to that bear is now hostile. That bear was going to leave you be, but you had to go and move close to it. Where the hell, hurry. Hi. Wait, keep low. Take a look, my friend's up there over the lip of the hill. Starting to battle the camp. When that's enough, Potter and Fangs, we're gonna burn them all. You're only friends with the Fangs, by the way. Fangs was a card at the center of the rest of the group. The only friends still like the Fangs that was routed. The expedition, or for main space, take a cover some routes. Yes, the Fangs must be toying with them. Let them starve or baby for the next house. We need to add to it, though. The Fangs get ill. Got decoy perhaps set false campfires and dusted everything. And so them much. You can find way into the fountains. There gotta be another way up. Here's our time. Perhaps you could try talking to them? Please help me. I always have enough friends to be with. By the way, I'm moderately good with the fangs, so I'll try talking with them. I mean, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't try talking with them. They like me. Better than me murdering them outright.
Estramore.
There's this. Easy now. No need to fight. And the woman stands beside his side, panting the great beast on his neck as she approaches downward towards his head, and rears up. She turns to face you on one ear is missing and its top half and many battle scars raised. More foreigners, more unclean feet trample our lands, more blood to feed the trees. You should not be here, Estramore, if you are here in our lands, as evil to steal from us today, those who were driven mercenaries lures. Can you hear those panic whispers? Leave this place at once or we will kill you when we finish with these Estramore. Yeah, I'm a friend of Bear Graffin. She tears the gates and uses the great state, stomps his foot around toes on the ground and turns to his master. Speak the truth, foreigner? If you indeed friend, you would respect our lands and not defile our sacred story over your trespass. If you have no bonds of kin or care for the loot, I give you a chance to prove it. Then Ferris must be purged from our land. Prove your worth and we will believe your words. Tell me about them. Raiders, they were same as all driven thieves that pillaged our lands. We shut the dear ones from their first step beyond the Great River and wait for them to err. They always do. We claimed half the pack in our first assault. Cowards then ran and I don't know if when the wind turns you will smell the fill. If they surrender, we will let them live. Softness such as yours. We not bring them to heel. They'll greed knows no bounds. Their memory honors no history. What use have we of prisoners? What examples do we get by letting them live? By the way, I'm good with your people, though. Been friends to turn arms in the tribes. If my word has any weight, I will assure you these foreigners will not return. What was built on life's from a soaked ground. We let the raiders return headless. The leader may pay for their crimes. Only they made the rest go free. Go deliver my message before we see the fall in this decision. Do you wish the leader dead? Wish the leader to be example to the others, sever his head, his freedom, or his family, whichever will be best to warn others not to trespass in to our lands. So hey, I got somewhat good with them. They want me to convince the Fangs to let the Espers go, but not with parts of fair terms. Whoever's life for his freedom. Ah, yes, more. Stop. Friend or foe? The man blood so arm points his blade at you. Is wounded, and where comrades fly into position behind him. Trickle of blood runs from a cut on his throat down to his neck. Staying a lock at one part of the coat chain. You're not Glenfaffen. Tightens his grip on the sword's handle by Margaret. Friend or foe, I said. Calm down. Sword party, the man closes his eye with glance to his companions, not the mercenaries throw the weapons. For a welcome sight, friends this far from home. The weapon his sword lowered his arm. Look at us hiding behind these rocks, holding our guts. The fangs that blade us and now we're trapped. Tell me what happened. Resourceful girl. We assured the Glenfaffens killed her before coming by us. I believe she's alive. Doubt we believe she brought help. Tried to ambush just as we made camp. Flowers a lopsided slaughter. It means like someone on a trip through the campfire, we were lucky in that. God, the stench of burning flesh and the choking smoke obscured the scene. Few of us managed to withdraw. We entered the ruins to regroup, but now we're trapped. The face painters are just south of us, a position they have cornered. No doubt they'll happy to let us starve while the rest rebuild the strength before attacking you. Seems as well we make our last stand. Yeah, here's the thing. I've convinced the fans to let you go, but it's bad the punishment for trespassing to be taken prisoner. Well, if anyone could have, I suppose it would be you, but prisoner for someone who said may now do it. But who's prisoner? Yeah, you know, I could take you prisoner to my own stronghold. You'll only be flogged weekly. You will hold me prisoner and that would satisfy them? So be it, I'm more willing to be held captive, it means we all get home safe. I'm sure you have to keep me a proper captive to hold on to the arrangement, but I understand it's far better than being the Fangs prisoner. You urge you to fall back the expeditions or so you get maybe to find bad ones. We definitely won't turn you again, time to go now. Booming force screens to reluctant mercenaries at entrance. Let's dress one last time, camping gears together, and we prevent the men south on the march, monitor the leader and not as they pass. My duty, my memory turned home, if that means enduring prison, so be it. And then they just buggered off. It's like, oh, well, we meant to take him prisoner ourselves, but... Well, pal, if you're just gonna take him prisoner, fine. Well, we're just gonna stop. Yeah, we chanted your name back in the camp. Everyone know what you've done for us. First, there's where we need to be a prisoner if we return the agreement and on arrangement for our safe expedition. Besides, I'm sure your dungeon is far more mature than one of the Fangs with the prisoners. But you're the type to deserve more than praise, coin, weaponry, or if nothing tangible suits defense, I'm glad to show my skills with you. Skills? Tell me you say that. When you spend as much time as you in the rooms, you learn to strike first and to strike without warning. The key is that efficiency in movement. Dungeon Delver. Oh, away in the final step when you're ready to strike. Thank you guys for asking. I'm honored I can teach you something new. I'm ready, I think. At least I minute leaving out of life and alive. Oh god, now that's going to stuck my screen. But hey, if you think about it, that means the quest is done. So you can literally go over here to my stronghold and just be like, hey, just release. Because literally that's all I had to do, is just, yeah. We give the image that he's in my prison. Oop, now he's no longer in my prison. And yes, that's going to be stuck on the screen for a while. Maybe until we zone. But that's one down. Remember, we still have... not that. That to do, and this one. For clues to Frearm's fate. Oh, hey, it's a Forest Lurker. Hi, Forest Lurker. How are you doing? Can I attack you from here? No, I can't. I'd have to go down. But I'm curious what's over this way. Oh yeah, those things. Is there a secret thing?
Keeping an eye out.
No, apparently there's not secret things. Oh well. So where is my target? Oh, that was a Stergar.
That
Bunch of Stergars.
got you.
Oh, I only get one level hit spell. Well, I guess I used some, didn't I? Shame. I wanted to try that out of stuff. I could drop. I could. Oh, if I could get this thing rotated. That. So I dropped a wall.
Got you.
My god.
As you wish.
Okay, well that does with that. Ah, here we go. Time to look into souls. Overground, hardened by dry blood and stomped leaves, the corpse of a giant stone creature flies. Its flesh has been pierced and cut, stabbed by spears and slashed by swords. You touch the dead stranger's face. Firefly stirs into the air, and suddenly you feel the creature's remaining essence. The world around fades away. You know, I sort of wish they did more of this. The whole using your watcher power to investigate shit. Like, we did that like early on with the whole investigating that guy who died in the cave to figure out that Naughton had murdered him. And then we're doing it now. Like, there hasn't really been that many times to, you know, use it in investigative matters. Backrest. Rock shelter the young folk buried. You turn away and look beyond the trees. The moon breaks over the swaying canopy, a scent in the is a tingle in your mouth. Silent to the shadows, the taste of hunt filling your nostrils. Light shines on the stones by the water that falls. Prey down below, two-legged, hail like dry grass. It moves near the water that flows. Thin-legged, slow, noisy, unaware. Holds a sharp stick. Two-legged hunter, weak hunter. Prey, closer prey. Bright moon prey, into the dark. Pain on your side, a sharp stick pokes out your flank. You roar and shake it, it snaps. Breaking on the stones, wet stones, your blood. Leaves rust so you look, another two-legged. Another hunter, thick-legged, silent steps. Striped face, strong hunter, enemy. You leap aiming at its neck, it moves fast, your claws find flesh, ripping it deep, ripping it down. Wet leaves, two-legged blood, it howls, it fights back. Long claws cut through the air. They slash at your flesh, more pain, sharp pain. You strike, it strikes, hot blood on your claws. Heart cuts on your chest, the world goes red. Your strength fails, you can't breathe, the two-legged hunter looks down. Wet ground, or blood, sharp sticks above its head. Bright moon above its head, strong hunter, the world goes dark. So or it sounds like basically what's his face stabbed it, but they got murdered by it. That's why I'm getting from this. If I follow this blood, which leads down there. How am I gonna get down there? Good question, me. Nope, nope, he's down there at the bottom of the waterfall. Let me tell you, get down at the bottom of the waterfall. Yeah, that's where the... Oh, it's over there. Yep, that's still just gonna remain though. I mean, I could save and reload, but you know. 4-second murder. Hi, Forest Lurker. What you doing?
That one hit true.
Bye, Forest Lurker. I'm surprised it was just one of you, because remember the last time we fought things? Yep, there's another one. There they are. Where's this one I'm after? Bounty. A druid cult. This doesn't seem like the druid cult. I don't see a druid in there. I see rainbow lights, but that's about it.
That's it!
Mow it.
Got you!
Of course.
The spoot lights half buried in mud on the river. They're in flesh from upstream. It's basically, hey, evidence that, hey, there's stuff this way. You should go investigate.
What do you suppose happened to him?
Balon, are you stupid? We know what happened to him. Beneath the raging waterfall, the corpse of an elven glam-throbbing hunter lay shattered against the rocks. Broken bones protruded from his skin, but you notice deep parallel cuts in the right place. Flashes trace almost every part of his body, so he'd been ravaged by a denser blaze. The man probably died before his fall from the cliffs above. After the dead elf's warrior drops to the water, glistening downwards purple surface. You feel a sudden jolt from the hunter's lingering essence. The water around you fades away. You walk among the underbrush without making sound. Moonlight catches sight of your arms. Draining them pale, but you quickly dart again into the shadows of the giant trees in the north road. Your blood brothers know sort of death, yet as you expected. Look at him, frail and unwell. He doesn't deserve to show the glory of the sun. It's been countless seasons since a stalker like this one, twice the size of his Lexican, has roamed the forest near Twin Elms. Often fell for this wreck. You almost feel pity for him, but you convince yourself that you don't get away. The killing begins. You'll be safer by the river, expecting they will flank the stalker when it comes out to drink. The kill will be only yours. The stalker is larger than you imagined. Stand without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, and silhouette cutting a monstrous hole into the mountain of the night sky. A beast of legend, a true hunter. The Unturned around the shaft of your forest spear. The weight feels balanced just right as you prepare the throw. You put everything into it. The spear flies true and it hits the spot. The skull didn't even hear a sound. Its blood spills fire in the rocks as it yet stands unfazed. The beast pounces, moonlight shines over its great fangs. You hand draw your blades with power second as you lunge forward to meet the its facets, ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness, engulfing you deep again and again, but there was no slowing its embrace. So he didn't even get hit. I thought it was basically he threw the spear which wounded the thing and then got murdered. But no, he literally fought that thing all by himself. And Yeah, Archon. I see how it is. So Arkham did nothing. Nothing. Anyway, we need to go back up here and still look for my bounty target. Cause bounty target. Where, oh where could said bounty target be? Young Belle. Young Belle.
That's it!
I'm not really worried about Belle.
That's for my friends.
Cause yeah, that fight's already over. Okay. Where are said druids? Druids, where are you? Elder Antelope? Ah, here we go. Here's the... Yeah. This one. Maybe.
Moen Ixihana.
Just these.
That's not very
I had checked.
You're not getting...
Now I need to heal and not be mind controlled.
What? Go!
This thing...
Apparently that was not my bounty target. That leads up to the nest. What else you got? Your coins. Stuff. Anything else?
Keeping an eye out.
How about that?
Perception. Okay, but where the fuck's my bounty target? I'm ready to use my death ring on things. But it's like, no, then I heal. Okay, fine, we'll try uphill. Also, I just realized. Nope, you're using your wand. Huh. I just realized he's still just using a wand, not a scepter. Maybe we should have gave him that scepter. Because it was burning. Huh. Oh well.
What?
Hey, we found our target. Come on, let this war out. At
Gotcha!
this point in the game. Okay, so where's
Of
the
course.
stuff? Oh, there's a cave. She's probably inside the cave. And that's where I would place her.
Kill them!
Like, I'm always thinking to use it here, but no.
Kill them all!
Stuck.
That's for my friends.
Well,
That's it!
of course.
I don't know, they could be traps, you know. Well, looks like we might have found our target.
Off
There's a twin wind.
that.
That's what.
Alright. time. I need you to
How
go.
may I help?
Hey, love. Hey, love. Do the fart cloud. You. Do the hero cloud. Fart cloud didn't work. He did not. Frickin'
Don't even slow it.
Love,
I'm here.
I'm alright. Yes.
And that didn't work exactly as I intended. Ew. Okay. Anything else hidden here?
Not a sound.
Oh, I always feel like going back and resting before we do this. We are gonna rest here though. Rest. Successfully round up a test subject. Yay. I guess. Anyway, levels. What do I want to do with you? Can't increase your mechanics yet. Per point and stealth and then... Oh no, yeah, I'll just wait. Fires as it goes, he powers. Nah. What you need is you need more mental fortress. Nope, can't increase that. Need 8. Oh. Seriously, you can't go to 7 or 8 yet? Okay, fine, get amplified wave then. What else are you gonna get? Let's see. Mental fortress? Mental fortress. Because apparently all you keep getting are hit by freaking confusion and shit, so I have to get that. Not that I was really going to say, but still. It's one of the most damaging effects on all you guys. It's freaking mental attacks. Okay, so that takes care of that. Oh, I think there's just one thing left to do here. And that's to go deal with the dragon. 'Cause, you know, dragon. Because it's a frickin' dragon. Not a drake, a drag. Oh, windy sail hugs the cliffside, proving impressive view as you work your way higher. Not too far along the path, however, you find your progress interrupted. A large boulder appears to have fallen. I shall push the boulder out of the way, using my strength. You heave at the boulder, putting all your strength behind the action. The boulder slides and rolls wholly across the crowd steps and plunges over the side and away. You hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the pit. Don't seem to have stirred something overhead. Shout across the path. Quick as lightning, it vanishes before you catch a glimpse of what has cast, but you do see the rapidly growing series of still more rods flung down from above. Moments apart, you duck under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face. The rocks strike the hard and bounce away down the steps or else over the side of the slope. Your ordeal past, you continue to climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds for an instant. At last, you find yourself at the base of a fine interesting set of stairs, which you can see the towering pillars of Haley's Nest. So, we ready for this? Probably not. But hey, we have the sword for this occasion. Beast slaying. You know what, if we want to prepare for this, because we still have our damage reduction. Because it's a dragon, right? So now do I have both? Nope, just racial accuracy against beast. Sure. It'll do.
Yes?
It'll do for what we plan on doing. Just plants over here.
Nice and quiet.
So we're gonna give me damage against it too, but accuracy will help a bit. Anyway. That's a frickin' dragon.
Right. What's the
Don't
plan
die.
again?
As you reach the summit of the mountain, across the wind stirs out. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails. The sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. Draws itself up to its full height and spreads its wings, bar your passage to its neck. Its back, the river's spines are covered with magnificent plumage. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, the beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my young.
I understand to get you at least the highest watchers may return. Heat from the beast's roar sears your face as it latches in a flurry of scales and feathers. I tried being a... Apparently we didn't discuss this properly with the dragon. My bad. The dragons have, breath attacks, so I'm going to spread the balls out.
Hey, it's on me!
Oh. Yeah, fart cloud. Why not? I forgot about the damn ads. Ugh. Problem is, spread out doesn't help with buffs that well, does it? Of course, you can't use any of your good spells. Yeah, try that one. You... Yeah, those defenses are pretty good. I think I'm already well ahead or so I knocked down. Well, let's see what we got going.
Curse your eyes!
That one. Do it.
I'll make you...
Don't you probably do it. Guys.
I'm here.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, let's get with that stupid ring.
That's it!
You. I thought I told you to do bless.
It's no use!
That's it!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want the dragon now, you guys. Run. Run. Nope, you didn't run.
Not good.
You did not run. Now you guys are still busy attacking a freaking rainbow light, so.
Kill them all!
Question for you. Why are you yelling
Hi?
by the dragon? That seems like a bad place for you to be. Alef's dead. Yeah, Alef's dead. By the way, Sky Dragon. Sky Dragon did something and hit everyone, basically. Knocked out people. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Well,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
no prisoners!
Swell. Alright, let's get some heals going. Let's get some Champion's Boom. Let's get some overviews going. Okay.
What?
Man, Jones is dead. Just smack.
You just get quieter.
Okay, guys. You want to start this gun and actually attack the dragon?
I'm here.
Revive the wizard. Why don't you revive the wizard? Ow, that hurt. See when we revive the wizard.
Hold your ground!
Well, hey, at least he's back alive. But I can't heal. And then he got stunned, of course. Why would he need to move very long? Okay. So, of course, we're gonna just turn it into a pig. That would be stupid if that worked. We can, however, drop that on top.
Aspect, worth, and wrath!
Do I have anything I want to use? Major Gem. Okay, what else we got? Firewall, tentacles.
Curses!
Yeah, okay. It's gonna work that way. Yeah, no.
Bris Uligna!
Oh, there I go.
Just a little blood.
But then I get back up. Why haven't I used my item yet? Oh yeah, because I'm too busy lying on the floor. Not
As you wish.
it's done. Use your damn potion.
That's not very helpful.
Bastards! Kill them all!
Back. Damage reduction 24. Well, it's not immune to confusion. It's not immune to confusion. We made it right. Wow. That worked.
Aye?
I can't believe that works.
Aspect, worth, and wrath!
I can't believe that literally works. That's stupid. Oh,
Get
there
off
it is. But hey. By the way, you could just confuse the
What is
fact.
it?
That's a fact. Yeah. Everyone has a veil burn. Yeah, that's...
I'm here.
Hey, we
What
won.
is it?
And of course, this is why we fought the Sky Dragon. Those eyes. Cause, yeah. Oh, so this counts as stealing, for some reason. But reading that gives +3 might. I don't think I need that, because I already had, you know, stuff. Like, who would I give the ring to anyway? Exactly. I don't even know. But yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be, like, that hard. It's my bad.
Yes?
Because, hey, we can go here. We can make superb sword. Thing is, do I want to do it for this sword? Well, here's a reminder that dragons are the hardest thing, basically, in the game, practically. So, having a sword that does more damage against, and is set to fight dragons? Yeah, it's basically Dragon Age Inquisition all over again. Because remember the thing about Dragon Age Inquisition. As soon as you can actually effectively fight the first dragon, you're pretty much set for the majority of the game. Because once you get to the stage where you can effectively fight the dragon, you're good. Up until you can fight the last 3 dragons. Once you can fight the last 3 dragons, you already basically beat the game, and everything else is just filler until you finish. Because that's how Dragon Age Inquisition goes. I do need to get around to recording more of that. I got started on it, but then I sort of died out from the whole feeling of doing it after Andromeda. I'll get back to it eventually. We have, you know, a set amount of stuff to do, though. But anyway, we're gonna make Drake Spare Superb. Those were like the only 2 Sky Dragon Eyes in the game. Because we can't make it Legendary because not enough space. That whole burn proof. But yeah, it's a really nice sword now. Same with the White Spire, we can't really make it, you know, legendary. We might find another great sword that we could make legendary? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to have to decide that later on too. But still. Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, to the Worm's Nest. Spellbook. I mean, sure. And hey, you can learn that. And that. Still haven't learned anything higher too. Oh. Gadanskan Hangidach. But it's only fine. Task and stun on crits, +1 might. That seems like a good thing for you. The only problem though is you wielding that. I mean, we got Shadow Star early on, and it's just, it's not bad because the enemies engage thing. Task and stun on crits though could be fun. One problem with that +1 might, it doesn't actually help because, you know, Overkill already gives plus might, so meh. Stun could be fun though.
What is
yeah.
it?
It's no problem with the crafting system, is you get all these things with these buffs that you can't even apply to your weapons. Like, they just exist on certain weapons, otherwise, yeah. Well, it would be unfair if you could make like a stunning greatsword that heals you and does everything else. Well, to being legendary quality. But anyway, so that takes care of that. And now we go back to Elmshore. Because we need to deal with the druid. You know? Because perhaps did say both had to die. The whole natural order of things.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Oh, yeah, minor fatigue. This means we haven't rested in a... And we've rested in a while, so it was just because he's severely injured. Maybe that's why. Let me guess, they're probably in there. That's where I would say they'd be. Because this has to be a thing, right?
Not a sound.
Okay, it's not a thing. Maybe over here then. Hi. And now stands on the dice and mirror clearing the ground, reflecting with leaves and fairy shades of rust and gold. Eyes are closed and her arms thrown in front of her, skirt of hot matter or yellow hair hangs upon her face as she draws near. She lifts her chin, looks at you, shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estremor. You are among the Ovates of the Golden Grove.
Yeah, but Barrow sent me to end your life.
At least he chose someone who wouldn't wrap her intentions in trickery and lies. But what is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
I mean, she has a point. But Barrow's the god of death, so yeah. It's the whole thing, you basically been living too long and you need to go back to the natural order. Like, in my opinion, Belf has the best intentions, the whole natural order of the will. Souls go back on the will, the cycle continues. Over and over and over. People live, people die, people live, people die. That or trust your neighbors. If you had my neighbors, you might think twice about that. You ain't ever extended your life beyond its natural span. The work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. Barrow finds climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My grove sustains them, sure no harmony. For pray to God's jealousy. What exactly would you lead them to find your own wisdom? Yeah, well, I made my decision, so. Shame can I come to an accord?
Love!
By the way. Death Circle. Blessing Circle.
Love!
Okay, that plan did not work exactly as I
Work!
Heal Circle.
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
No, you got your ass hit. It happens at times. No, I don't want those in my inventory. What did she have? She had a Deception Quarterstaff, Flying Club, Emeralds, Ring of Protection.
Of course.
So now I need to go back and talk to everyone and be like, hey, I did this shit. Oof. Okay. What's going on? The page I'm turned quest. Like I give a shit about the quest. I think we should go back to that one place in the city. Celestial Strike in Restvale. Not Celestial Strike, Celestial something. Shrine? No. Fast mode engaged. Oops, wrong button. Okay, we want to go here. Maybe we should go towards the amphitheater. To the amphitheater. See what she thinks about things. Bigger in the patch that sits. reach. There. Yeah. And it's pretty much go back and tell the gods I did the thing. Yeah, oh yeah, they're in the past of the ship, so I do need to go in though, don't I? Huh. Yeah, we might as well go up here and rest. Cause yeah, that dragon, oof, did a number on us. There are still a few dragons in play. But for weapon purposes, we're good. For now. For armor purposes, Superb requires an Ardor Dragon Scale. Which you're probably wondering, where do we get that? Exactly. Thing is, we have enough that we can, you know, we could wait till our sister and get that. But we could waste it on Superb, which, yeah, we shouldn't waste it on Superb. We should wait until we have that. Problem though is that's going to take a while. Because this would, Superb would put us up at 12. That would put us up at 14. It'd be perfect. Not sure, like I might make his better just cause. Cause yeah, I'd have to, you know, Superb. Cause everyone else has their stuff, which is, you know, whatever. Can't really, you know, make anything else better armor-wise, but shrug. The most
What is
good
it?
for the end game. After all we have to do is take out fill over things. Anyway, you. Hi. Yeah.
Hello!
I would like a room. Celestial Suite. Oh, it's a Celestial Sapling, that's what it's called. Oh, by the way, I never asked.
Hail, traveler.
My name is Arian. They call me Haggard Shoes. For all the walking I used to do, and all the boots I wore down. Those days are well behind me. My eyes have seen a great deal, and now my ears get the feel from the travelers who come through here. Always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. Seems to me you've walked a long road. All welcome, and those who have interesting stories are most welcome of all. Tell me about this place. Of course, I found the inn many years ago, but in many ways it still begins much earlier. Before I was returning from a long journey south, I first heard stories about the tree upon which this inn rests. Hundreds of years ago, a strange event occurred. The sky was troubled that night with many stars falling across the sky, and one of those same stars began to plummet. Instead, towards Aurora, it fell here, striking a young tree and bearing itself within like a fiery heart. The tree survived, knowing of the years it grew and grew and grew, twice as big as its fellows in half the time until it reached the size you see now. It grew no more. Until I knew I must find the truth, and you see it here. On the tree's heart I built this end, to welcome all travelers who might look upon it. Oh, right, this thing. The unusual stone pulses with warmth. A falling star, eh? Anyway, now we go back down. Got people to go talk to. Places to be. Murder and mayhem. Dudes have a variety of offensive and support magic, I think I was going to say. Yeah, to be honest, I've never really rode a druid, just cause druids aren't exactly my thing. Like, even World of Warcraft, I had a hard time getting into being a druid, just because druids are one of those classes that could be anything. It's like, what do I want to be? Well, I could be a Bale, but then they want you to go tanking.
What is
as a
it?
Bale, and it's like, I don't want to go tanking as a Bale. Well, then you should be a cat, or a moonkin instead. But I wanted to be a Bale, but then you should go tanking.
Of course.
Hey, I found out stuff.
Estramore?
I recorded my test times with Amethyst. Let's see, which from? Tell me. But, the truth belongs to all of us, even Amethyst, you know this. Very sure the truth of Amethyst. And I'll make sure that so is Amethyst. Okay, I guess we do have to go to about this. Hi, I'm investigating firm's disappearance. Indeed. My firm widow has spoken of later out. I do not envy your position, Guan's and M's. Your testimony may resolve the tensions between the keepers of the stone and the Trisport out. Let's begin. Or summon them, the fates and the names of their tribes, depending on what you reveal to us, Guan and M's. Alright, Gwithin and Winds, or whatever. We carried away the claims of our friend and Ritter in the matter of Realm's disappearance. To that end, run by the presence of a Gwalison and whose insight will help us render a verdict. Moments of astonishment echo from the front of the hut. We get aware of Heffron's claim. He asserts that Fromm lured him into a confrontation with the Stacker, and they slew the beast on his own. Fromm says that's how himself firm the knowledge of the statutes would heap shame on the keepers of the stone. The evidence he brings the fame from the great Stoker. On the other hand, her states that his brother was tricked and murdered by Heffron during the hunt. Hunter firms we know would not have fallen in the blood hunt, but by treachery. Now I turn to Guns and M's. We only ask that you show your observations, so we may find closure. What fate befell him? He's dead. What? How? You puny weakling, how? Do not forget your place. Chest balloons very quickly lowers his chin in obedience. His eyes drop from side to side. It sounds us to know that's true, but we must still reveal it deeper. If that's so, how did the great Sparrow die? Sparrow killed the giant beast. Of course he did. Arrow's just a feeble hunt from the tri-split arrows and a liar. Silence. Now we come to it. Claim the truth for the such tries, Grand Sam. And for our own trip, everyone fought the giant Sparrow by himself. They killed each other in the fight, and tried to cover Firm's shame, but lied about besting the creature. It is as you say, we thank you for showing the truth of us. For the tribes, let these wounds men go in peace and contemplate this shame brought into our hearth. And then they just bugger off. Okay. Shame upon both tribes is not what I would have wanted. I must learn to turn our faces to these hard truths if we are to survive the coming seasons. Integrity is boon to us. Please accept this with thanks. Oh, by the way, here's a one-handed sword. Chieftain Autumn. It's superb. +1. Oh, shit. +1 enemies engaged? Hell, I might have found something to replace your hammer. Because here's the thing. We can't really make superb weapons, so... Sword. Weapon specialization is soldier. Great sword? No. Weapon focus. Weapon focus knight. So technically he won't have the weapon specialization for it. But he would have the weapon focus for it. So, let's do a comparison. Annihilation, guarding, burning, lash. Exceptional. Superb, guarding, freezing lash. The only thing it doesn't have is that annihilation, which is that. But yeah. Well, I think I set him up to do fire damage, didn't I? Not frost damage. Shit, what the fuck's it called?
What is it?
You would have it, wouldn't you? Secrets are on. Okay. Just cause season trying to add this manually. Just weighing and all that. Anyway, thing. Companion. That was my light for my keyboard. I shut it off. Clone. Upstage 1. Secrets. I don't think that worked right. Ah, fuck it. Okay, well, let's go find this thing again. Where's my list? No. Okay. Rhyme should be under R. Oh, rhyme goes Boomtown? I don't think it's that. Shit, where would it be then if it's not that? Huh. Huh. Trying to find it under this list. It's like, I don't really see anything that looks like it. There's intense flames. Heart of the storm. But I don't see the code one. Huh. Ah, that was Secrets of Rhyme. Well, I was looking under R. That was a good question. Why was I looking under R? So it's 10 Secrets of Rhyme. Oh. Town. I forgot the town. Edward is granted Secrets of Rhyme. Because, you know, it's easier than just going through the process. Because Secrets of Rhyme basically gives some damage reduction against freeze and damage with freeze. And now he has sword. High sword. Because sword's good and all. Sword could technically be made legendary. Ooh. But it goes to go with slaying. So it could slay beast. Yeah, sure. And it still could technically be made legendary. But yeah. Yeah, superb, not bad, honestly. Boop. So you has your pistol without doing whatever. You Durance, you or what? Something about GDP. Just cause Jones needs the fire one. Shit, which one was the fire one again? Intense flames. Is it that one? Huh. Shit, Cyan of Flame. Cyan of Flame. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Bank out. There's a 3. That's my problem is I didn't enter the 3. I entered the 4. 3. Just got Cyan Flames. Yay. Because he's still using just a freaking fine one of Corrosive Flash. Which technically I should do this. Well, is it? No, wait, it's on you, isn't it? It's a Griffin Scepter. I should do this. Should make this exceptional. Your thing's fine. Does raw damage, so it's yeah. Alright, fine. Place your wand. Your things were shocking. Oh, I forgot you still have just a crappy old stiletto. Why didn't I give you a... I just give you the exceptional stiletto we found. I forget. Do I have an exceptional stiletto? I don't know if I do. I think I would. If I did, I'd probably already sold it to someone. Probably, knowing my luck. Let's have one hill. I don't think I do. Oh well. Nah, it's not like I've already used those things anyway. Meh. Oh well.
Yes?
Job's done. I might have... I'll check back once we get back to Carrot Noir if I have an exceptional stiletto. Completely forgot about that. Not like I'm really gonna use those, but you know. Also, I'm not entirely sure what all carries over to, like, say, Pillars of Eternity 2. Like, if... I don't mean equipment-wise, I mean, like, skills and talents, levels. Will we be starting over at 1, or will we carry over from our levels? Not sure about that. Anyway, back to the tree. Cause then you go talk to the god to be like, hey, I did this shit. And then I get, well, I don't get blessings. I already got blessings. So I was forced into that one, wasn't I? The whole, yeah, you have to do this. Going still was probably the best because of, you know, it gives me might and athletics, which helps me more than, you know, pretty much everything else. Now you can kill in that string of patches by holding down the shift key. Yeah, I could, but at the same time, it doesn't really help me that much. Hi, Pref. Pray to you. As you pray, you find yourself on the road. Granted the distance, you see a short pale figure waiting for you at first. You think it's an hour of vision of Archer Winston. You know, it's a figure scaled of frame and richest grin. Standing probably no skull cape, but the way leads down, not onward. He beckons for you to approach. That must be the usher. Behind you is a woman, her scale milk. That's who I was thinking of, not that blonde one. Her skin milk pale against her black hair. She wears a suit of armor so dark it seems to suck the light from the stars. The robe winds up a mound behind her.
A toll, traveler.
And the Parrot Knight. Well, we can pay the Parrot Knight. There are a few coppers in your hand as you close to fish around the coins. It's a very small way added to your purse. The lord of this road demands a toll of all by laying generously. Then all my travelers rode again. Behind your lesser grins his lipless smile and waits. The road bores into the mountain and you find yourself in a gigantic cavern. The ceiling curves up and away. It's dotted with moisture at this distance. The shining beads look like stars clustered and scattered in constellations. Flashing the power knight leads you up to a trail carved to the edge of the cavern. Two identical cave mouths way up ahead, and you follow the usher to one of them. Down the edge and gazing down, you see an endless ever-changing plain bisected by a road, only then you do realize you're no longer on the road. As you follow the road to the point where it disappears below, you realize you're standing in one of the eye sockets of a massive skull. The usher points to the road. The arch druid appears before you. He's just as you remembered, stern and smooth-skinned. For each step along the road, he grows swelling with blood and essence. His heavy steps become slower and slower until he stops altogether. His distant body fills the path completely.
You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do?
He stood in place for too long. I noticed that moving again. Talking to Skull, she nods once, belly dipping her chin.
Life is kinetic. Forward motion. 100 beginnings and endings nested within 1,000,000 more.
As his roaring body ruptures, the fetch is like a damn burst of ghostly figures in haze and indistinct as whispers of smoke continue along the clear path. Some town-born rush along while others ample and drift, but all continue forward. That should address your attention to an elbow figure moving down the path. Sometimes you see a high elevator around her. As she follows the road, her movements become slow and rapid. Legs creak with each step and her feet grow long, thick roots that burrow into the ground. She finally stops, rooted in place.
You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down?
There was a parasite while its branches sheltered out as its roots set them dry.
All draw their life's energy from the deaths of others. This is why all must remain part of the cycle of death and rebirth. No creature may be a closed loop unto itself.
C4F makes the most logical sense. Spy petrified flow in the shimmering leaves of her hill float down the path. You see another who lives his life on the brink of the cycle, sits on the inside of the wheel, observing its revolutions. With each life he is plucked from the stream and returned to it intact. Why do you hunt thous? Oh, he's entrapped thousands of souls for Wodaka. Try to stop him from giving her absolute power.
If you know this much, then another god has already spoken with you, and given you half of the answer.
Thou serves Wodaka. She desires escape from her own cycle. Power without decline. Thous has removed thousands of souls from the cycle so that their essence might empower her. You must stop him, and you must return them to the cycle. What end would it serve to send the souls back into the cycle? To answer these souls is the question is to Berry Watcher, maintaining the natural in the world and ebb and flow. Can they be returned to the Hollow Pond? Spider-Man and burn things do not mix soured wine with fresh kindness you seek. Like to give them a new beginning, not shackling them to this life. Perhaps it would be better to destroy them. The cycle is merciless, but it's not wasteful. Time and the endless succession of rebirths eventually grind souls into dust, but until then, they must pass from this world and return to it. Their continuing movement advances the cycle itself. Surely that was a better alternative. The illusion of revolution is merely part of another cycle and a painful one. True change in structure, geometry, is the part of cycles within cycles, 1,000 years spinning and moving the universe by degrees. In cycles. Did I mention cycles? I only show you the motion of the universe. Yeah, why does Wodaka even need Thous and why do you need mine? The gods guide souls through the cycle of death and birth. Or is the domain of mortals. We stand aside, weights and counterweights. We want to alter the tides of chaos, all would fall. We would tip this world from its axis. That's why Wodaka directs a mortal to do bidding, and why any who would stop that must be mortal as well. The whole natural order of shit. So they don't get intervening. I must go.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me. I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way
Fire I
beyond.
got for the last thing. Then there's a cycle. Promise that you and I shall give you power being a champion of death. Set my favorite hoe out for. I demand this decision I should do. I collect from all mortals in time. Yeah, as much as I want to do that, I already made a thing, so yeah. It should lay long. What thou seest to do cannot be undone even by the turning of the wheel. So remember, we could have sided with her, but we already sided with them. Yeah, we already chose to serve, Galloway. Which is just make everyone better. Which I think maybe cures the Hollowborn by giving their souls back and strengthening them. I don't know exactly. Anyway, Remigrant. Pray to Remigrant. During when returns in the chaos of orange snow, something moves at the center of the blizzard, plodding but relentless. As the storm gets closer, you see an aurochs as colossal and slow as a glacier. Shaggy white hair is matter of frost, but beneath it, ribs like a ship's frame protrude. A man emancipated and almost naked, huddles at the beast's legs. His body is scarred with lash marks. His nose and ears have been carved from his face. His black eyes pierce through the white out. By the weird skin. What the fuck are you doing here? Large stops and stands before you, envelop you in the violent brilliance of the sun. Though his mouth does not move, the beast speaks in a deep, thunderous voice.
A clan of Glamfelin ventured from the white that wends to find the crack in the ice. When you sealed it, you damned their souls to a slow weathering here, one they had sought to escape.
And so to eventually break down.
Entropy is not the sudden, violent combustion of heat and flame. It is a slow progression. Fragment by fragment, the elements wear even the mountains to dust.
World shards beneath you, and a great crack echoes across the wide expanse. The ice splits to your feet, waves lapping through the rift.
The Watcher seeks something long lost. What is it you search for?
Yeah, that guy.
Yet there is a greater plot at work here, Watcher. Theos acts not for himself. He is the Burned Queen's quiet slave, a master of secrets and schemes.
Theos is a winter gale, unseen by the world even while he carves and shapes it. Woodica directs him, sending him to wipe her enemies from Aora.
And animancy as well. He would see those secrets lost, the knowledge forgotten.
And he would see his mistress grow fat on the essence of thousands. For her, he has harvested the unborn souls of the Deerwood.
So, why does he animances?
He believes that some knowledge is best lost to mortals.
More importantly, Woodica despises it, and he yields to the will of the exiled queen in all
Fair enough.
things.
First maps are incredible. But might he be right?
To consume them, to collect her evaporating power, rebuilding what the turning ages have stripped from her.
She would reclaim her status like an island of silt dredged from the sea.
With this fresh, raw essence, Woodica will seize power over those gods and kith who have refused to acknowledge her authority, the ultimate act of vengeance.
Theos has removed these souls from the cycle. They are ice melting in the sun. Let them fade.
Let them forget this world and be forgotten by it.
Take the souls she so desires and grind them into dust. Let her see her careful schemes thoroughly ruined.
That one last one's a little nastier than level 2. 0 seconds away to watch quietly against the ice and the horde stand silent amidst the churning flurries.
It is the destiny of all things to crumble and join the chaos that follows this world. Some seek it willingly, as you have seen.
To mingle, roiled and stirred by the tides of the universe. It is not an unkind fate. When you reach the burial isle, we will send lost souls to guide you through the pit. This is our gift to you. What you do after you face Theos will be your choice, but we would have you set the stolen essence adrift.
And whether you would heed us or no, understand that our end comes to all things eventually. Help us achieve it, and we shall reward you now with a power to rival Theos's.
Yeah, I doubt that.
But do not choose lightly. We forget nothing.
Yeah.
Least of all, a betrayal.
Do not wait forever. We wait, but Theos does not.
And then we're back up. So basically, we could destroy all the souls. Cause, you know, that's not really great. And then there was Whale. Yeah, for some reason, Whale was just not Hill. He could have been a thing. You know, he could have been a thing. But he's not. Hey, bird. Prejudice. Yeah, well, you pray for the space around your body shift and melt anyway. So rocket the smell. So you got to Belcotta said. Whisper to the bird. Blinks his three eyes and hops closer to you on the branches. Bobs his tiny head and opens his beak. Birds stir marrying that stretch forth from the song, but chorus of birds. Lots of waters into thundering wings and whooping, screeching, chirping calls. Hear the powers of the tree by the thousands. Birds are shaped size of colors. Breeze reference to the air, the limbs sway, creaking with a strange, gentle rhythm. Behind the birds float from the branches, forming a brilliantly varied flock in front of the tree. As they meet and swoop and use in, you catch a glimpse of someone looking back at you, cloaked with a flurry of feathers.
You journeyed to my temple and rid it of the dragon. Now my faithful may return, singing their joy to the skies and praising me through their creation.
I just want to kill a dragon.
You thirst for blood and glory, then. Yet even your passion for violence and death can be channeled to protect life. I would have you face an even greater foe.
Thousands of souls.
Then you have earned the favor of another. But stopping Theos will not heal the Deerwood. You must guide the trapped souls back to the bodies they were stolen from. Hollow-born children whose eyes have never seen the sun.
So here's the thing. Her thing is, we'll make the Hollowborn. We'll kill the Hollowborn, which is, you know, what most people thought we should do. Kill the Hollowborn. Get rid of Wyvern's legacy. Restore the Hollowborn souls to them. Yeah, but is it possible to really undo that harm? Perhaps the use cannot be forgotten for some, perhaps it's already too late. If you could restore even one soul, kindle one spark of life, raise one voice in joy, it would be worth it. There's another side to this, using the consequences of soul destroying from its own cycle. Does children ever truly return?
When you reach the burial isle, you will find souls there that I have granted. Choose Restoration Watcher. Return the souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this. And
So yeah, I think that covers all that.
What is it?
So, not much left on the list. Time to go back to Cadnura. And in this video,
what is it?
Sleep, you know? There. Cause yeah, basically, Beowulf has probably the most obvious one, the most neutral path, basically. You return the people's souls to the thing. Sure, the Hollowborn don't get their souls back, but the souls get brought back in the cycle, so the net's rounded children the next generation of children get their souls. Because natural order and all that. The hell are you flashing about? Eh. Which makes sense. Like, the whole natural order gets restored and everything's fine. Apparently, this thing is, yeah, we'll just give the children back their souls. But are all of those souls the children's, or? Well, I said mostly unborn souls, so probably. But then there's Galloway's thing, which is basically we're taking all those unborn souls, and we're basically giving it to everyone who's already alive. So basically, like these children, they're double sold. These tribesmen, double sold. Everyone's basically double sold. Enhance their souls, make their souls stronger. Everyone's basically enhanced. And then there's Rimgrudge, who's just like, just destroy all those souls. Don't even return them to the cycle. Just get rid of them completely. So, honestly, the best thing, perhaps, is probably the best. It's neutral, but yeah. Galloway's, not exactly something I would do, but I prefer the buff. So yeah. We did it for the buff.
Colony.
Anything else going on? Go for that fishes. Oh, for F's sakes. Not fishes, mercenaries. I just got back. Well, before we end the video, we need to do the usual. Yeah, go poppin' hill.
Hail and well met.
Do you have favorite brains? You have favorite brains. Probably don't need all this, but yeah, no. Then we'll go to a weapons guy and see if I still don't know if Perception is still at, or I don't know if I have or not.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Well met,
That's
friend.
what you have. Exceptional, exceptional. Doesn't look like it. Oh well, while I'm here though, I can sell my other stuff. And we have armor. There we go. Oh, they were rich as shit. Let's see. What did I get you set as? I want to do a recheck. Ruffian, saber, stiletto, club, pistol. Oh hell, I could give you sabers, I guess. That's a thing I could do. I have, what, 2 sabers? I could go here and turn this to exceptional. I ain't that well on that, ain't I? That was what? Yeah, training. Good old training. Figure training? No, it's that one that's training. That takes care of that.
Well?
Okay. Now we go see the guy. Turn in a bounty and see if there's any more bounties. I don't think there should be. There's not nearly enough left of the game for there to be more bounties, you know, unless there's one last.
Last thing the deer
bounty. Yeah, anyway. Yay, fast mode. Sure, I don't use it for a lot of the videos.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually. All good time, game. Hi, Warden.
Hello!
Yay, bounty. Any more bounties? Do you know some danger for press work? If no, they can count you. Still got a few more for you. Oh my god, you have more? You have more. There's a pack of wizards for a price on the heads. There's an outbound for the guy from tribes. That's one's gonna be rough. I've tangled with Frack before. Wizards. Great wizards. Look across the dome, it's high on Arcaness. Yes, sir, she's KF, but wizards all hard up in hell to tell. Oh, in that tower. How did I get in that tower? Bound for North the Prophet, Glaffer, and so bound from strive for stream views. Now it's a cipher, and it seems like he's taking interest in Griffin. Site Norfolk Hilda Vale. Oh, that place. And Verfrack, well, one of that sorts. This church garage turned up in Pearlwood Bluff. Pearlwood Bluff? I know that is. For some of his kin, it's off for some sign, but it seems like someone doesn't want him sticking around. Oh, I was not expecting more bounties. Well, that's a problem for future me. I think future me's probably also going to go to that one place that we were told not to go to, because it's probably too hard for us.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
And then the Siege of Cragcove. I think that's what I'm going to do next. But that's a problem for future me. However, before I forget, vicious mercenaries want to attack my keep. We should probably deal with them so I don't have to replace walls. There goes a warden with a wire out. Okay, shit, what do I want to do? Well, since I'm probably gonna rest, I'll probably drop some other shit down too. Well, we'll drop one of you down.
How may I help?
Anyway, what's the best spell to use in this case? Confusion.
Ah, thank you.
That's for my friends!
Best
That's from no. Kill them all.
Please don't kill my paladin. Wait, oh, that was 5 paladins? I don't know. Whose paladins are? Not paladins.
That's for my friends!
Looks like most survive, which is good. Because usually they die. I only left stuff.
Last thing the Deerwood needs
Yay,
is
stuff.
another foreign
course.
colony.
Ooh, exceptional stuff. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so how many died in that fight? My cleric died. My knight's still good. My warden died. I saw that. You probably died. Unless my foe, I don't think I had a foe. Anyway, so next time we're gonna go do more bounties and besiege a crag code. Because the Steward of Cadnord has run me a recent conflict on remote bluff in the Deerwood. Torn bound, my few collection of mercenaries who besieged the men over a local ledge in the Archmage Cove Road. Comfort is over a mysterious magic armament. They also told me I shouldn't go there until I'm, like, you know, much stronger. But hey, I'm much stronger. I mean, I have a superior S-stock now. So I'm much stronger. I forgot to look inside and loot my stuff from the treasury. Ah, well, save. So I hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day. Next time we'll deal with that.